Let's talk soccer. I like soccer. I just started getting into soccer a few years ago with Atlanta United. Me and my dad have been to a few games. Me and my niece been to a game, and it's really big in Atlanta. That's why I started like getting into soccer. So I've been following a few of the FIFA teams like before the FIFA started. But they did a whole campaign. I watched documentaries. I watched Brian Gumbo. Everybody's like, oh, we can't watch it because they're abusing people. I'm like, okay, so we're not watching it. My uncle, I was with him the other day. He's like, yo, have you watching soccer? I was like, they told us we're not supposed to be watching this. Like, and then everybody know I'm into sports. My coworkers like, oh, you been watching FIFA? That's really good. I was like, no, I don't know. Are we watching this or not watching it? So anyway, I've been watching it. So I started watching today. I watched Germany. They're out of it now. But I watched Germany and Costa Rica. That was a really good game. It was weird because it was like 1-1 the whole game, and then Germany just like scored like 3 goals at the end and took it home. But yeah, I'm gonna start watching FIFA now. Um, that they beautified Qatar and obviously slave labor camps and a lot of stuff been going on with getting cheap labor or labor for free in these days and times. And what people don't understand is a lot of these things happen because of corruption. These countries are no different than any other countries. When you have money, you have greed, you have power. Those things, get involved into regular events, whether it's sports, whether it's a party, whether it's hotels, whether it's business. Um, Things will go left, and people will do any and everything to make it look like um, we are the best, we are prestige, we're great, we don't have any problems, um, and hide the negatives. So while Qatar, the city looks beautiful now, and I actually you see the videos. I mean, these stadiums look immaculate. Um, I obviously believe that a lot of the people who over there suffering while building these stadiums, were used. But at the end of the day, what are we supposed to do? We can boycott the games when it comes to watching them, but really we need action. Boycotting for just watching the games isn't going to stop them from going to the next couple of years and using another country and stuff like that. I think we have to have change, but when you have so much greed, every country like has an underbelly of negative things, whether it's racism, sexism, whatever the thing is. This was obviously um, oh, modern day slavery, kidnapping. Really, if you taking somebody from over another country and you hiding their passport, that's kidnapping. They didn't call it that, but that's what it is. So I was like, this is kidnapping. You taking someone's passport saying you can't go home and you can't get another job. What is that? I was like, that. I don't think that's just free labor. That's it's kind of kidnapping, but that's a crime. But whatever. They didn't call it that, so I won't call it kidnapping. I'll call it what they call it, slave labor or free labor. So we'll call it that. But a lot of these times we have these big events. I know when they had big events in Atlanta, specifically a Super Bowl, we had homeless places downtown, like homeless parks and stuff like that, and they made sure them people were gone. By the time the people came for the Super Bowl, you'd never seen them parks look immaculate. They planted flowers, they did everything. I'm like, wait a minute, these businesses weren't here 2 months ago, 6 months ago. These flowers weren't here 6 months ago. There was urine smells and a whole bunch of other things that you can even imagine where homeless encampments have. But yeah, the things that people would do to present an image of we're a great city, and that's what honestly that's what we have to do. Not we, as in I work for the city, but these countries and these cities have to present an image because you got to look. When you have tourists, you're putting millions of dollars in the economy. People don't think it's just I just pay buying a ticket. There's people that go to these countries and never even step into these stadiums. They watch the games at the hotel, watch the games at the local bar. They play get parking, and they have barbecues at parking, stuff like that, tailgating, buy shirts on the street, all that stuff. As little as you don't think about it, enriches the economy. So yes, we don't want lives lost. Obviously, we talked about at least 500 men have died heat exhaustion, obviously working a lot, stress, and not taking care of himself, not being able to have adequate living, healthcare. In the last obviously 10 years when they'll be building these stadiums, but that's a lot of imaging that we all do. Every city, every big city that has whether Super Bowls or concerts, they do a lot of beautifying, gentrifying, whatever you want to call it, to make it look like it's great just to stimulate the economy, just to sell hot dogs on the street, just to sell parking, just to sell T-shirts, hotel rooms, restaurants, just to get people spending money. Greed will make it everything okay. So I'm watching FIFA. Um, I don't know how we should be feeling, but I am watching. So far, so good. I watched the game today. I'm gonna watch the USA on Saturday. The men's play on Saturday. Um, but there are players that are speaking out, so that's good. And there are teams that are also protesting, but also talking about systematic change. I watched the lady speak out about Iran today, or Iran. I don't know how to pronounce Iran. They told a black man who was a player, y'all pronouncing my country wrong. I was like, bro, I don't even know how to spell Pennsylvania. You talking about how to pronounce Iran? I don't know. Never been there, but I will pronounce it right. I believe it's Iran. Don't quote me. But yes. So we're watching FIFA. I do support obviously better working conditions, no matter where the FIFA is, whether it's the United States, Qatar, Russia. It is coming here to Atlanta in 2026. They're having a game, I believe, here or some games, but it's definitely 2026 or 2025. But I do want to go to one of those games. But yes, um, we are aware of what's going on in Qatar, but I'm watching the games, but I'm also becoming knowledgeable about what's going on and what was going on and what is still going on in Qatar. All right, bye.